Kind of a special morning because just a few minutes ago, I made an announcement to the internet, an announcement to the world, that basically I've had enough of the slander and defamation against me on the internet, and I want an opportunity to rightfully defend myself. I just made a special video that I will upload later today as a different announcement. It'll be actual separate from this podcast, where essentially I feel it's incredibly unfair the way that the internet has treated me in the last. Everything went wrong on YouTube. Why would I go back to Twitch? Last 5 years. Not that the "this is how you don't play" wasn't fair treatment. Not that making fun of me for my embarrassing moment 6 years ago was unfair treatment. But I absolutely believe the treatment that I've gotten on the internet in the last 5+ years has been ridiculously unfair. The way that people have tried to expose my private matters, like my bankruptcy, the way that people try to slander me constantly with memes and things that are not fully true. Many times based on a little nugget of truth, but never fully true. Okay? And so I just made a public offering to everyone out there to appear in an interview with someone who wants to actually ask me questions that I will answer to clear the air about everything going on around me. The thing is, I haven't necessarily not done so. I absolutely have spoken publicly about all the things that are said and done about me. The thing is, I say them right here on DSP Gaming, which is for you guys, my audience. It's not for the public at large. The public at large is never going to watch the Level 1 podcast and hear my answers, right? So I want an opportunity to actually be on someone else's show or an interview with someone who's notable on the internet to actually clear the air and at least get my side of the story out there. Even if people don't believe me, that's fine. That's perfectly fine if they don't. At least I had an opportunity to defend myself, which I feel like I've never had before, okay? So I kind of opened the door and I say, hey, contact me. And I get my information out there. So what I'd like to do is actually tell you.
Loser! I'm a loser!
How this happened. Last night, all right, I was asleep, having a dream. And in the dream, basically, I basically kept going on the internet, and every time that I went on the internet in the dream, something more ludicrous was said about me. But everyone just blanket believed it. It's not even some of the things, like, you know, the common memes about me now, about, oh, Phil's an e-beggar and a scammer and WWE champions and, you know, the million memes that are constantly said about me every day, right? But now it was like even worse than that. It was like Phil's an embezzler and Phil invests his money in terrorism and Phil's a drug dealer. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? So I'm having a dream that basically people are saying every heinous kind of thing they could possibly say about me. But because of who I am, people believe it. They just blanket believe it. And again, just like what's said about me today, I have no defense against it. Like, people are actually accusing me of crimes and things in this dream that I'm having. Like heinous crimes. And I have no ability to defend myself because, again, I'm not rich. I don't have money to sue people. You know, I have really no defense. I don't have a viewership or a voice on the internet that's big enough that if I try to defend myself against this stuff, that anyone would ever really care. So, yeah. And it's funny because so many people on the internet know who I am, right? Let's be honest here. The biggest YouTubers out there, I mean, what's his name? Moist Critical, literally a week or two ago, references me in his video. Jerking off or something. Yeah. The biggest YouTubers out there who get millions of views a day know who I am and reference me regularly. And they all reference memes. But none of them ever want to actually give me a chance to do anything, right? It's just, just laugh at Phil. That's it. That's all we want. So the point I'm making here is I really want an opportunity to defend myself. And the dream, by the way, I got sidetracked. So in the dream, all right, basically, I had enough. And I basically, you know what happens in a dream is that it gets very confusing, right? It does. So I think in the dream, I was on like a real life show, but I don't know what show it was. I don't think it was a real show. It wasn't like I was on a YouTuber show, but I was like in a studio and I was going to be interviewed on camera and stuff. And that's kind of where the dream ended. You know, and basically I woke up from the dream. And I was like, you know, not that I think that anything in that dream will ever happen. It's one thing for people to accuse you of like dumb drama shit, right? It's another thing for someone to actually accuse you of an actual straight up crime. Like if someone started just coming out and saying Phil's a murderer, that ain't gonna fly. I think that if that were the case, then with uncorroborated evidence and shit, or just hearsay, I think that people would get in trouble for stuff like that. Okay, but the thing is that people don't do that. They kind of stay in this realm of drama shit that doesn't really matter, and so they kind of get away with the slander. You know, they just get away with saying it every single day, and I really have no recourse. So when I woke up, I was kind of like, you know, this is a serious situation. I really feel I've done everything I can on my end in the last few years to improve as a person and improve as a content creator. I really do. I feel like I've gone out of my way to change as a person and make better content and be a better person for you. That's 100% a lie, guys. I've wanted to change to be a better person, okay? And the sad fact is I feel like I've kind of done as much as I can on my end. Like, what else could I possibly do? I actively listen to my audience, and I respond to the things that you give me as constructive criticism. I try to change for the better within the realm of reality that I can. I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes. Absolutely I do. But I've probably done, to my extent, you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I can on my end to really improve. And what has really happened? Just in this last fucking week, I think people have sent me 3 different instances where big YouTubers have name dropped me in a negative way or put me into a negative countdown or referenced me and put a bad video out about me. It's like, wait, but it's the same memes. It's the same uncorroborated shit. And you don't give my perspective. Instead, you just say it as like it's a fact. And that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. All right? So I would hope, really, I would seriously hope someone's going to give me a fair shake out there. And I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who would actually be interested in giving someone like me. I mean, I'm not a giant guy. You know, every inch of my dick and balls.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one that caught it, Matt?
Yeah. Guy anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't have clout on the internet anymore. I'm just someone who kind of just stays in his lane and has a small fan base, and that's fine because I'm happy with having the small fan base that I have. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to maintain. You are a fucking bold-faced, dirty liar. But it's hard to maintain that with the amount of negative slander and things against me constantly. So I don't know. Would it be someone who's a big YouTuber who actually would want to talk to me? Would it be just someone small? I don't know, because what I need to do is, even if I might get 0 offers, in which case, well, fuck it, I guess no one cares. They just want to make fun of me, and no one out there is a fair person, and all they want to do is just shit on me, right? And if that's the case, if all they want to do is shit on me, I can't really change that. But I would hope that maybe there's some good people out there who maybe are like, all right, you know what? Let's have Phil give his perspective, and, you know, even if we think it's bullshit, whatever, at least he got to say something, right? But that's the thing, like, I don't even know. I might get zero offers. Or I might get more offers I don't know what to do with, and now I don't know who to trust, right? I don't know. So let's see what happens, all right? It's out there now. At least I've said my piece, and what I'm going to do is post it up as a video after, you know, the stream ends, as a separate video on my channel, and I'm basically going to highlight it on this channel for about a week, until the new releases come out like Friday. Then I'll highlight gameplay again. But I want to make it a highlighted video so people are aware that I made this offer. And I have no idea if anyone out there will be interested. I'm getting every ridiculous, like some people are saying, what about Boogie? What about Asmongold? You know, what about the Quartering again? Because he did a good interview with you years ago. What about Review Tech USA? What about... Listen, I don't control the narrative, right? I don't control the situation here. This would be up to these people if any of them are interested. Am I at this point right now? Like I would field any offer. You know, nothing's off the table, but I certainly am not in any commitment to have to accept anything. You know, that's a good thing is that since literally no one has ever interviewed me on this shit ever, no one ever gave me a fair chance. It's kind of like the floodgates are open now, and it's fair game for anyone who thinks there would be a fair chance here. Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Whoa! And that's that. Segment's over.